2. All right, so now it's time to make your strips. So you're gonna need your ruler just to make sure you have a clean edge. And your marker. And you should have your marker because that was one of your supplies that you needed. So you're gonna come, see how your bag is nice and flat and even. You're gonna come to right about here, so to clean that up a little bit. So I'm gonna take my ruler and I'm gonna trace that out and I'm gonna go to the end, so I'll spin this. So as you're doing this assignment, think of it like a one-person factory. So you would do all of these steps at the same time, so you're not all over the place. So like the first thing was I flattened all my bags. Second thing is I'm gonna draw out and cut my bags into pieces that I'm able to use. So I'm going to take my scissors and cut this piece. This piece you will no longer need. That goes eventually in the trash, not on my floor. And then top part will come off. And then you're gonna put your hands in the inside and just basically open your bag up and spread it out. Right? So now you're going to look for your side seam, which is right here. You want your side seam. So you'll take your seam and you want to kind of move it to the center. So and you can do all of this, like take the ends off and line them up again and lay them nice and flat if you want. Try and get those seams lined up because this will help you get your strips taken care of. All right, so my seam is in the center, so I'm actually going to start here because this is where my seam is. I'm going to, this is really, really important, guys. I'm a person that likes accuracy. So I'm going to take this about a diagonal and mark my 4 inches, okay? And then that way I know I can kind of come down here up at the edge and just make little tally marks so I can flip it. Should lay in the same spot. All right. So I got my 4-inch marker. Now, again, like I said, this is really important. So I'm going to turn my bag. So you want to cut at an angle. So you're going to cut diagonally down. And then see my hands on the inside, so I'm not cutting my bag in half, because that would be very bad. So you're going to cut to that 4-inch strip. If it's not exactly straight, don't stress out. Flip it over. Make sure you only have the one sheet, because the bags do stick together because it's static. And cut. And be careful, so you can see right here, this is your next. You don't want to cut this, okay? So, best your ability. And you're going to rotate. Just push this off to the side. Be careful not to tear it. Again, making sure that you are not cutting the other bag. Now, when you get close to this diagonal line again, this is really important. This distance right here needs to be 4 inches. So before you go too far, take your ruler and tag it. Because then you know that that's the time where you're going to start going down 4 inches. Okay, so I marked it this way because on the diagonal line, so I know that's 4 inches wide. Because I want to continue that 4 inches, so I'm going to go where my cut line is. And then I'm just going to make a tally mark here just because it's easier for me to follow. Again, 4 inches. Same thing, 4 inches. So again, have your hand on the inside. Turn it. Like I said, best of your ability. It's not a race, because if you rush through this, you are definitely going to make some careless mistakes. And then you're going to bring more bags in. So I did my little tally marks again, just kind of gives me a guide. Paying attention to the bag from the inside. Okay. And if you can, if your scissors will do it, then just kind of crimp them, be careful. Again, pay attention. Rotate. Again, we're back at that point. So I'm going to go through my diagonal line, take my ruler. Here's my tally mark. I'm going to go from this point, and I know like this is 4 because that becomes 4. So we have that. Hey. Yeah.